When we vote in the affirmative or in the negative, it is part of our democracy. But it is also good for us to realize that in some of the proposals where we are reducing taxes, if you are voting no, you are saying those high taxes that Kenyans have been complaining about to remain. So be careful.
Okay, that is effort. We were welcoming students to the house. There's no debate. There's nothing out of order. This has been done. Honorable members. Honorable members, I only allowed the two members to welcome students to the house. On this side, the Honorable Monja did it for us. On this side, the Honorable Ichungwa has done it for us. Let me hear from the Honorable Member for Embakasi. Is it East or South? South.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we don't want any useless advice.
Are you welcoming students or talking about a debate?
I'm talking about the gentleman who
you can't do that. You can't do that. All members, the effect of our voting on clause 16 is that clause 16 is deleted from the Finance Bill 2026. Let's go ahead.
Clause 17.
The Honorable Mawade, did you use the word useless in your statement?
Yes.
Did you use the word useless in your statement? Will you proceed?
I withdraw and apologize.
Yeah, gentlemen, thank you. Yeah, gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's proceed. No, that's passed. That's been passed. That's gone.
Clause 17.
That's gone. I propose a question that clause 17 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 17 be amended as per the order paper. This proposal, Honorable Speaker, is to repeal the proposed repeal of the exemption on payments by the national carrier to non-resident service providers would increase business costs, raise compliance and operational expenses, and disadvantage access to specialized foreign services critical for maintaining international aviation standards. Further, the amendment is seeking to provide clarity on payments made by a resident air transport operator designated by the government as a national carrier or a non-resident person, Honorable Speaker. What this means, Honorable Speaker, voting yes to this particular amendment would mean we are approving these measures to make our Kenya Airways very strategic and very competitive. And voting no on this amendment, Honorable Speaker, means disadvantaging Kenya Airways and giving our competitors, which are other airlines, Honorable Speaker, a better opportunity, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Oh, members, I now propose the order. I now propose the question that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. Don't be gone. What do you have to say on this?
Mr. Speaker, sir, I wanted to put ask for a point of order.
No, you already have the mic.
To know as to why you are denying me to say hello to my students.
You must not, that's not your right, so you cannot claim it. It's not your right. Go ahead and do what you want to do.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity also to welcome my students from Kongwati Girls from Bomet East, and I would like to tell them that you are most welcome to this August House, and this is a place where some of you might even land in the near future.
And what do you say about this particular amendment?
I support.
Thank you. All members, I now put the honorable member for Nandi, please. Please go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, the person who should have had the heaviest comment to make about this particular amendment that is very progressive was the Honorable Yegon, because he actually works with the airlines and he does a lot of business with it. But Honorable Speaker, allow me to borrow his words so that I can be able to say and appreciate the committee for actually considering this amendment. This is part of the issues that the eyes of the Kenyans who do business and even travel around here had actually picked. So this is a very progressive amendment to make sure that our national carrier, that is the pride of Africa, gets to continue flying and gets to make more profits. So I support this amendment.
Members, I put the question, therefore, that clause 17 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. Will as well that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as members say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question to members that clause 17 as amended be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have those opinions say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 18.
Now members, I propose the question that clause 18 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 18 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Speaker, by deleting clause 18, Honorable Speaker, this was where Kenyans were telling us the nil return filers, Honorable Speaker, there were further requirements that were being recommended for them in this particular bill, Honorable Speaker. And having listened to the views of the members of the public, they felt the status quo for filing of nil returns should remain. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, voting yes for this particular amendment would mean that Kenyans that file nil returns would have no extra burden, Honorable Speaker. Voting no to this amendment would mean that then we would have more requirements on taxpayers, Honorable Speaker, on nil return filers, Honorable Speaker, and this would be very problematic. This is one of the things we pick from public participation, Honorable Speaker.
Members, I propose the question. I now propose the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. The Honorable Pukose.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I think this is a very good amendment because considering that anybody who is over 18 years is supposed to file returns, and you'll find that we have students who are at the university who are not employed, and they have been filing returns. Even some of them who are in other countries, they have been calling us to ask that they are supposed to file returns because KRA has returned. Now, by deleting this, it means that those students can still file nil returns because they are not employed. Correct. And therefore, I know my colleagues have entered into rejection mode, but I think this is a good amendment that we should all of us support.
Okay.
With those few remarks, I support.
The Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Honorable Chair, I rise to support this amendment, and as the Chair has said, the proposal in the bill was to move people who are doing their returns, nil returns, people who have no income to declare to KRA for tax purposes. They would have been forced to report by the end of January, to file their returns by the end of January, 30 days after. What the Chair is doing, in conformity, again, for the interest of those who say that public participation bears no answers to the people of Kenya. The people of Kenya, during public participation, for those who cared to read the committee's report, the people of Kenya said they want the status quo. Even if you are filing nil return, you don't have to file in January. Therefore, by supporting this and voting yes, I am agreeing with the public. And anyone voting no is disagreeing with Kenyans on that particular provision and telling Kenyans that they now, if you are filing nil returns, our students, our university students, because they get help loans, many of them register for PIN numbers. If you have a PIN number with the prefix A, then the bill was saying you file your returns by the 31st of January. That is why we are voting yes.
Thank you.
To help Kenyans.
Thank you. The Honorable Deputy Majority Leader.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I want to say that I am happy that the House is agreeing with us that we reject the proposal from the executive. That is why we are voting on this one, yes.
Correct. The Honorable Member for Njeri. Over there. The Member for Kirinyaga, sorry.
You know, it is very interesting that the majority leader can purport that they are doing young Kenyans a favor, while it is indeed them who had put this punitive provision in the finance bill. It is
okay. No, you must allow order. You'll allow that member her time to make a point. Go ahead. Finish your point.
It is unfathomable that he is the one suppressing the young people of Kenya and yet pretending to offer them help.
Thank you. Thank you. The Honorable Minority Leader. I'm going to give you. I'll give you.
Chair, first,
let's have him first, then you come.
Chair, first I stand to support this amendment. But Chair, I'm happy that my deputy has acknowledged and he has realized that legislation is done in the House and not in the streets. So you should propose more so that we can agree with him, Chair. Because they want to do it in the streets other than doing it here, and now we are agreeing with them. For the benefit of Kenyans, and the amendment belongs to the committee and not him.
The Honorable Youth Leader, you have something you want to say about...
Chair, no, just because the Honorable Member for Kirinyaga, my good friend, Njeri Maina, mentioned me adversely, saying that I brought the bill. This bill, first, I know she has not read it also, is signed by the chair of the Finance Committee. Honorable Speaker, if you... Honorable Speaker, I'm very meticulous. In my
that's too below.
This bill, for the benefit of those who have not read this...
That is too below the skirt. That is too below the skirt, you will withdraw it. That is too below the skirt,
thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair, for your guidance. I beg to withdraw that reference.
Thank you.
But for the benefit of those who have not read this bill, for their benefit, this bill is signed by the Honorable Kimani, MP, Chairperson, Finance and National Planning. Number 2, FCPA. Number 2, Honorable Chair, this bill, these are proposals that come from the National Treasury. The Chairperson of the Finance and National Planning Committee does not have a single proposal coming from him. These are proposals from the executive. So for the benefit of my good friend Njeri Maina, to know that you and the chair of the Finance Committee and myself are legislators, we oversight and represent the people. That is why when the chair proposed we amend the date on behalf of young Kenyans, I prevailed upon you, and the leader of minority has agreed with us that we need to agree with the committee.
Thank you.
That this proposal is good. Don't just vote more no.
Thank you.
Because Wamunyoro has said you vote no.
Thank you. No. I will indulge the chairperson of the committee to say a word, then you can put the question.
Chair, I want to raise on standing order number 91, where a member shall be responsible for the accuracy of any facts which the member alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any such facts instantly. Honorable Chair, the leader of minority has said that they are voting no to these particular proposals. They are helping Kenyans. It is important, Deputy Minority Leader, the Honorable Robert Mbui. In that case, therefore, Honorable Speaker, that statement is the opposite. Because, Honorable Speaker, by them voting no for this particular clause, it would mean a big problem for those people who file returns, Honorable Speaker. So it is very important that the leader of minority the deputy leader of minority does not misinform this House just to speak to the gallery.
Thank you so much.
It is important that he withdraws that particular statement so that Kenyans can know the import of them voting no to this particular clause.
Thank you.
So that they're not there saying how they're being helpful and they're doing the opposite.
The Honorable Andeto, 30 seconds. Go ahead. 30 seconds, then we'll put the question, please.
I'm waiting. Thank you, Speaker. It is important what the majority leader has said, that this is indeed a bill of the executive, which sadly the Honorable Kimani Kuria signed. I don't know whether he read it before he signed. And now we are here, Mr. Speaker, to rubber stamp the work of the executive. So after they realize the heat from the public...
Order, Honorable Andeto. Order. Members, I'm very patient with every member. But when you get the mic, don't raise issues that create heat, mostly because they are not legal, they are not factual. There's no reason for that. So that we proceed. Order. On this particular matter, members know this, that there's no minister who is in this House. So all bills come to this House will come in the names of chairpersons or reason committees. You don't need to talk about it. It's not... All members, I now put the question that clause 18 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Finance Committee. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. Members, I put the question therefore that clause 18 as amended be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Thank you. The ayes have it.